whole town felt unsafe. Everybody was on edge.
He was a monster! An absolute
He was
monster!
out there so long, we were doing everything we could to try and catch him.
It has been 3 months and the domesticated dog killer is still on the loose.
I think the worst part was when the penny finally dropped. We spent months looking for this guy, and it turns out he was right under our nose the whole time. Get that thing out of my face! We were out searching for 16 hours a day, working overtime, with the entire place on
You know
lockdown.
he came from a good home. A loving family. Nothing bad
I don't know
happened
what
to him.
changed. When he was growing up, he was a lovely boy.
There were no signs at all! None! No signs!
I just fucking hate dogs.
Officer Fred Grundy seemed your ordinary guy. His family moved from the north of England to the States for a brand new life. Fred joined the police force directly after high school and always had the reputation of being a nice guy.
Well, there was nothing to say. It was odd or different. You know, he used to sit on the porch 6 hours a night howling like a pit bull. Like any other teenage boy.
I should have known it was Fred looking back. It was 2013 when the murders happened, and he still dressed like it was 1977.
Well, when he was young, he used to pour salt on slugs. It did worry me, yes, mainly because salt's bloody expensive. One time he actually poured a whole tub all over it, and I had to have cinnamon on me chips. It tasted nice, but it felt wrong.
Fred was never keen on dogs, right? This one time he was out on the beat, this big Great Dane type dog comes over, sniffs his ass, and calls him a little bitch. Fred does not like being called a little bitch.
For 5 long years, every dog in town would wind up dead or missing.
We loved our dogs, but when our dogs kept getting missing, we went over to our neighbour Fred to ask where our dogs were, and he said,
"Look, Maggie, I couldn't give a fuck about your dogs. Have a kid or something. That'll keep you busy, you stupid."
Every time the Hoover family got a new dog, lifelong family friend Fred Grundy would come back to the family's home, and when their back was turned, he would shoot it right between the eyes.
Well, I always thought it could have been him because he was always there when the murders happened. He told me he didn't own a gun. The thing is, he always had a rifle on his back. But he was the most charming man. Skin as soft as cotton linen. He had his hook, line, and sinker.
I was taking my dog for a walk in the park, and this really nice police officer came up to me and said, did I want to rest? Could he walk my dog? And I was like, yeah, please. And then he took my French bulldog, Froggy, and kicked it into tomorrow. I went over to it and didn't have a head.
Do you want me to walk him?
Fuck off! We had started to get wind that Fred was the man behind all of this around June 2014, but by then, it was too late. Fred had resigned, and he was nowhere to be seen.
It took 8 months of searching to find Grundy, as he was a master of disguise.
It's true. I was the cop who caught famous Fred. I remember that day well. He smelled just like Link's Dark Temptation.
So I took the case on September 18th, 2014. He came walking into the room, shackled. No one dare look him in the eye. He came straight up to the bench, gave me a high five. It was the damn near coolest day of my life.
On September 18th, 2014, Grundy was brought to trial, and the results were truly shocking.
Did you, Fred Grundy, kill 500 puppies in the state of Alabama in the years of 2008 to 2013?
Yep.
Well, I hereby declare the defendant and his beautiful brown eyes not guilty.
I've got blue eyes.
You're free to go.
Fred Grundy lives among us a free man. So one piece of advice, keep your friends close, but your pedigrees closer.
Our neighbor Fred to ask what...